Let me know if you can hear me okay. I always get nervous that my mic is not on. Happy Tuesday. It's been a while. I feel like it's been forever. Ah, Jen, we just said the same thing. I feel like it's been forever. It does feel like that. I always feel like even just a week, like once a week, it feels like forever. But then last week I was not on because I lost my voice. I was so sick and I was completely, like, I could not speak. I had to stay home from work. It was so bad. So last week I couldn't come on. I tried to tell people in the Discord, but it's really hard to get the word out on TikTok. So I'm sorry if you guys were here. But yeah, even my students today, because it was Tuesday last week that I started to lose it in school, my voice. And my students who I see, because I'm an art teacher, so I see them once a week. My Tuesday kids, when they came in today, they were like, "Oh my God, I can hear you." What's the weather for everyone? 21 degrees in Ireland. 21 Celsius. Nice. It was a nice day today. Oh, it was cold for Deb. Yeah, so the best way for unfortunate, like, random things like that where I won't be able to come on, I put that in the Discord. It's free. You can join on my link in my bio. But I am gonna start recording on my phone. I forgot to do that. Alright. A lot of moving parts here. 87, wow. It's not that hot here, but it's nice. So, I have a couple of exciting announcements before we start. I'll probably repeat myself a few times, but one of them is regarding, like, the diary and the research process and how we've been trying to reach out with relatives, potentially descendants of the diary writer, and just, anyone in that area of Iowa that could help us. I had an interview with the Cedar Rapids Gazette, and a couple of my diary detectives who are my Patreon subscribers, we have our own little diary research club. It's been awesome, and some of them got interviewed for the article too. So that is not out yet, but it should be any day now because she said it was about Memorial Day time it would be released. So I'm excited about that. Obviously, I'll share about that when it comes out. I'll make a video, but it's pretty cool to be able to tell you guys first. Yeah, and of course the diary detectives knew first, but yeah, Rachel, I can't wait to read it either. I'm excited. We've been trying really, really hard to track down anyone who might have information about descendants of the diary, and it's like, I mean, the people in that group, my research group, know how difficult it's been and how many dead ends we've hit. And so hopefully this article, it's really cool because it's about the diary itself, but it's also a really important way for us to be able to reach out to people from that area. So hopefully somebody, like, my contact info will be in that article, so hopefully someone will reach out. Yes, let's hope someone sees who has other diaries too. That's true. Either other diaries or someone who I can hope maybe, like, get a picture of Todd would be, like, the best case scenario, and have someone to pass the diaries on along to after this is all done. Yes, transcribing girl is back. I was sick last week. I had no voice. So I could have typed here for you, but it's not as interesting. I was like, I've never lost my voice so bad. You were thinking of me and saw the notification. That is so awesome. That was my telepathy telling you I went live. Yeah, we were just talking about how last week I normally am on, well, it's been kind of fluctuating Tuesday and Wednesday, and it's going to change again because I'm starting a class, but last week I got sick and I had no voice. So I couldn't come on live. But if you don't want to miss announcements like that, join the Discord, because that's where I post it. That's where I tell you guys what's up. I send like a 30-minute, I'm going to go live in a half an hour kind of thing, and updates along the way. So yeah, I guess we'll get started whenever you guys are ready. I like to give people a chance to come in. But yeah, what else is new? Oh, so a couple of weeks ago, I had kind of teased you guys and said I have some news, but I can't share it yet. So I just talked about the article. That was like news on the diary front, but news on me is I bought a house. So we've been trying to buy a house for a few months now, like 6 months, and it's a really tough market out there. It's been pretty rough, but we finally got one. And thank you. Yeah. It's been a really long, hard, stressful road. And I didn't want to say anything last time, which was 2 weeks ago, because it had kind of just gone through, and, there's the inspection, the appraisal, all this stuff that we had to get through. And now it's like we're not closed yet. We're closing in a couple of weeks, but it's pretty, things would have to go really wrong for it to fall through. And hopefully I didn't just jinx myself. But yes, it's very exciting, and I'm going to have lots of projects to do once we get in there. But yeah, thank you. Okay, so you guys are the first to hear it. Yeah, I'm glad you're here too, Peggy. Yeah, a lot of people are probably going to come on confused because they tried to find me last week and I was nowhere to be found. I was in bed, sad because I couldn't talk. I tend to, especially since I started teaching, whenever I get a cold, whenever I get a touch of allergies, which I'm not even sure which one it was, I think I had a cold, I lose my voice, especially when I get better. I'll feel better and then I'll lose my voice. And it's so frustrating as a teacher to go through that over and over again. It's like, I feel fine, but I can't talk. The kids are really good about it, though, for the most part. They were, really understanding and concerned. And then today, when they came in, they were so excited to be able to hear me. All right, so let's start off. We're starting with May. I kind of need a refresher on April. I just put up a video kind of recapping April. But I mean, I don't think there was anything too crazy that happened. The weather's starting to get better. Todd was going through having a high blood pressure, I think, and now it's coming back down. So he's still dealing with his, all his medical stuff, but it seems like he's finally able to get out again just because the weather is nicer. And there were a couple of other more specific things that I have in the video, but it's honestly been so long that the last few months of this diary are kind of a blur to me. So I think we should just start off, and then I bet we'll start remembering things as we go. But one other thing I want to say before I actually get started is our Diary Detectives group, which a bunch of them are in here now. It has been just growing, and not only growing in numbers, more people are joining, but we have I think probably 5 diaries in there that belong. Yeah, Rachel's like, oh, cool. We have quite a few members who have brought diaries into the group, and we're helping research that. So that's another thing. If you were thinking of joining, we've got a lot of content in there. And I'm not sure if we'll ever share that stuff. I think that stuff might stay in there, but we'll see. Okay, so Monday, May 1st. And feel free, always, we will, you can, share if you know what it says. Sometimes it helps me to just read the comments instead of the words, but this handwriting has been a little bit easier to read. It's literally the coolest group of people and so fun to be a part of. Well, we're so happy you're here, Erin. Erin's our newest member. And brought an awesome diary in there, too. And Rachel, it's fun to share and help each other out, too. Yeah, it mixes it up. It definitely, I felt really bad last week. Because I was sick, we couldn't read any more of this diary, so we had nothing to really research and figure out. But in the meantime, we've had so much with all those other directions that we're going in. So, yeah. Okay. Hello. Okay, so this is nice. A real nice spring day. So the weather is getting a lot better. And looks like actually we're going to end about today, May 30th, May 31st. That's embarrassing, I don't know. I think there's 31 days, right? Okay. The first day that has seemed at all like spring. 31st, thanks, Rachel. This is the first day. Oh, my microphone is in the way. See, I don't realize these things till I start. You haven't been here in a few weeks, neither have I. So you haven't missed much. I was on here 2 weeks ago. Last week I got sick and I lost my voice, so I wasn't here. Yay! Hey, Audra. Another diary detective. All right, this is the first day of all spring that we have left the furnace fire out. Todd did not feel very good today. I think that says, I'll zoom in on it, but I think that says Clarence's. I know they have a couple of relatives named Clarence. They have a brother. Edna has a brother-in-law, so Todd, I think, I can't remember off the top of my head. It's been so long, but one of them has a brother named Clarence, and that Clarence has a son named Clarence that they call Junior Clarence. So maybe that's both Clarence's son and father. I don't know. There's so many children named after parents in this diary, and it's very confusing. Edna and Edna, Clarence and Clarence. Clarence is painted there, so it definitely is more than one. Potatoes today. It also could be a last name. Maybe it's not referring to his relative Clarence. Maybe it's someone in town. We wanted to, but the plowman did not come. He's very in tune with what other people are doing with their farms. And it's always kind of been like that. I'm going to crop my little video if I can. Ah. That way you can see a little bit more of my screen. Okay. Alright, so I just remembered something and I was going to say something and I forgot. Oh well. I'll remember it. Oh, we have a long one here. Tuesday, May 2nd. Hi, Micah. Micah's also in our group. I was just telling them about all the cool stuff that's happening in the Diary Detectives group, the Discord. All the new diaries people are bringing in. All right. Cloudy morning. Thank you for sharing it, the live. We expected... My antique shopping videos are so funny. Thank you. Oh my god, I forgot. I was going to tell you guys, in the group, I had said, because someone like complimented the jokes or whatever, and I said, I have to show you something from high school, and I don't have it. Like, I won't be able to go get it quickly. But I, you know, like superlatives in high school, how you could win, like, best smile, like, all those different things. This is like a two-part thing. So I won most punny because I was like really into puns, and I still am, but like more low-key. And hold on, your birthday is May 2nd, happy birthday. I thought someone was telling me I was frozen or something. I also was on the yearbook committee, so I have to admit that I kind of like created that category because I wanted it. And I mean, people still voted for me, but it was funny. And there's like, I made some t-shirts and stuff. I'll share the picture. It'll be very embarrassing, but yeah, we were creating the superlatives and I was like, I want to make this one. I want to make... All right. We expected, sorry, the chat is like in the way. I meant to send you guys the picture though. That's what I was saying. We expected the man to plow the garden, but he did not. This man will not show up on time. Get here until about 11 o'clock. Oops. Oh my god. And he just got the lot plowed when it rained so hard. He had to quit. This just reminded me what I was going to say before, and I forgot. I was going to point out how we've been noticing over the past couple of months in the diary that the perspective has shifted from Todd's perspective to his wife Edna, who's writing for him. If you've been here through the first diary and now through the second, we know that Todd himself, he started writing the first diary, and then he suffered a cerebral hemorrhage, which we're assuming afterwards he couldn't write. So his wife started writing for him. So there was like a big break in entries. Then his wife started writing. This is his wife's handwriting. But the thing is, when she started writing for him, she was writing from his perspective, like as if it was Todd. But now, slowly, she's started to use the name Todd. Like, so now she's talking about Todd. It's not Todd telling us about his days, if that makes sense. So I've been noticing more and more. I think we may have made the final shift where it's just Edna telling us what's going on now, and it's not really from Todd's voice anymore, which is kind of sad. Very sad. But it's also sweet that, yeah, not transcribing for him anymore, yep. But it's also sweet that she's keeping this going. I'm wondering if waiting on the plow is new. Due to his sickness, can't plow anymore. Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know. I don't remember in the other... Well, okay, what... Yeah, in the other diary, that would have been before his accident, and I don't remember him talking about anyone coming to plow. So maybe, I wonder if in the other one he's talking about plowing. That would be interesting to look back. I actually can. I was going to say I don't have the diary in front of me, but I have the typed diary. So why don't we do that quickly? Because now that we've done so much research, it's easy to go back and compare without it being like a big to-do. We have so many different pictures of people. And all right. Hello, Cheryl. Okay, so we're at about... Okay, so May of the year before, he was fixing her cabin, Edna's cabin. He was filling ditches. He was, let's see if any mention of plowing. Worked in the garden, planting potatoes. So I think, yeah, he planted potatoes. I think that he was doing all of that work before, and now he obviously can't. So one thing I want to open up to before I forget is I like to have this Google Slides open because it has all the pictures of people, and as we're going, I like to show that. All right. Yeah, he was all around more active. Definitely. And he was not only doing what he needed to do, but he was also helping his daughter build her house, and, you know, he was just doing extra. Now it's a big thing if he gets out to go for a walk down the street, so it's pretty sad, and probably was tough for him. Okay, so Edna had the day off, but went to work in the PM. As it was too rainy. Oh, now here's the question. Do I keep it the wrong version of 2? Or do I fix it? It's too rainy to do anything. Lloyd, Francis. If he was so sick, it probably wasn't maintained during the winter, so needed more preparation. Yeah, that's a good point. Definitely. Yeah, and it wasn't only even through the winter. It was like July that it happened, so I'm sure that since July, unless people were coming to help him then, probably really was in bad shape. I don't know much about farming and plowing, but that's a good point. I know that people did come to harvest his potatoes in like the fall or whenever you harvest potatoes. I don't remember exactly when, but they got 2.5 bushels. See, I don't remember what month it was, but I remember exactly how many bushels they got. All right, Lloyd, Francis, and David came out this evening. Lloyd emptied the ashes. Had to start furnace again today. So he was just saying the day before, we finally don't have to start the furnace, and now he jinxed himself. In the spring, you need to work the ground more in preparation for planting. Snow compacts the ground. Yeah, and that's probably why he was so concerned with it when it thawed the year before. But I have a feeling he was able to do a lot of that on his own, and now he can't. From a farming perspective. Yeah, that's true. I'm sure, like, harvesting it isn't as hard as getting the ground ready to plant. He died in 1944, so this year, in September. A very windy day and got cold in the afternoon. That was a quick one. Add some space. Still trying to perfect this setup. My next thing will be figuring out how I can, because I'm like, you're on 2 monitors right now. I don't like that I'm not looking at you guys when I'm reading and typing. I would like to be looking here, but this is not. This is like my smaller laptop, so it's not easy to read from. That's what I want to figure out next. Maybe I'll get a webcam or something. Ian will help me. We'll be living together soon, so he can help me with my setup. Actually, I can use his big monitor. That'll be nice. He's got like a big curved monitor for gaming. Alright, Thursday, May 4th. A very cold, windy day. A heavy frost tonight. Oh, so it is getting pretty cold. I did a big washing today. Todd did not go out any. We heard, oh, it's always sad. We heard that Henry something died this afternoon. Usher? What do you guys think? The only reason I say Usher is because I don't see another vowel here. Oh, unless it's like A? Nay her? What do you guys think? Usher. May her, yeah. This is usually what I do. I'll put in a bunch of alternates. May her. Okay, so a couple of people. Yeah, I think now that I'm looking at it closer, I do possibly see an A there. Before, I didn't, and I thought that was an S. It really could be either. But this is when those of you who are in our little diary detectives group, what happens is they're probably already doing research trying to figure it out. I could do it, and I could, you know, look along with you guys, but I guess I'll just show you what I would do. So Fairfax, where the diary writer lived, was pretty small. So, okay, it's an S. Look at the A. Look at his A and his S. Yeah. A. S. Yeah, it's true. I thought S at first too, but sometimes the letters are a little bit different depending on what letters come before it. But what I could do is I would head over to Find a Grave, and because Fairfax is so tiny, if this person is buried in Fairfax, we're likely to find them just by typing in their name. We don't really need much more information than that. So let's see, Henry. I wish that the autofill wasn't going on. Asher, maybe. Okay. Let's try Usher. So no one named. Oh, and we know actually we have more information than that because we know that he died in 1944. So we could probably let's look up. Why is my number lock not working? Okay. Let's look up any Henry that died in Fairfax in 1944. We don't have any. Okay, we don't have any listed. Let's broaden the search. This is the same process that I would do if I was just on my own. Okay. May 4th. We have a May 17th. Brown, though. That doesn't make any sense. Okay. Miller. Let me look at that again. That's definitely not Miller. Shemek. Nope. It definitely ends in an R. Usher. Okay, so I looked up Henry Usher before, but He's probably not buried. Yep, he's not buried in Fairfax. He's buried in Cedar Rapids. So this is our guy. Cool. Okay. So I'm going to save this. This is my problem. When I'm on live, I forget to save things. So I'm going to just get a little sticky note thing up here and dump this in here. So what I do after I'm done with my lives is I go on my website, which is linked in my bio, and I update it with all of our pictures and diary entries that we've done so far. Looks like I've got a couple of things coming into the Discord too. Let me click on them. Okay, yep. Jen, one of our Patreon subscribers and awesome diary detectives, sent this obituary. So Henry Usher, I can't read it. Retired farmer and a lifelong resident of Cedar Rapids, died in his home Thursday at 3:10 p.m. following a long illness. He was born in 1867. So I wonder if that was a friend or a relative. It's hard to tell sometimes, because often in the diary he's just kind of saying, oh, we heard that this person passed away, or we heard this news of this person. Sometimes they are relatives, other times friends. Would you ever visit the town? If I could, yeah. I mean, it's kind of far for me, but I wish I could. There's so many places I wish we could go, and especially considering how difficult it's been to get in touch with anybody, I would love to just go there and go to these places myself. But we have quite a few people over who live in Iowa who have been doing some detective work on the ground. There have been a couple of people who went to go visit the bar for me that Edna's parents owned. So we're definitely getting there. We're getting more information. It's been really cool that this whole group and like the whole audience has grown so much, and the people who are invested in this to the point where now we have people who are taking pictures and going and talking to people at what was it? Oh, I lost my train of thought. Okay, maybe I'll get it back. That usually happens. Okay, Friday, May 5th. We'll just keep going. But yes, I would love to visit if I could. Right now, not in the near future, but I was just talking about how I got in touch with a newspaper, the Cedar Rapids Gazette, which is where we get pretty much all of our obituaries and things we find about the people in the diary. And they're writing an article about this diary. So it should be out very soon. So that hopefully will result in some people reaching out. Alright, real cold and freezing temperatures. During the day it snowed quite a little. Edna had part of the day off. You're very invested, but these lives are always so late for me. Do you still upload them to YouTube? I'm sorry that they're so late. Yes, I upload them to YouTube. They should all be there. There was one of them that didn't download, but I did a replacement. Like I went through all the entries again on another live and I recorded it. So it should be pretty covered. And I also make those recap videos, but you're welcome. Okay, Edna had part of the day off. Oh, and someone asked about Nellie's family. We know a little bit about Nellie's family. In the diary itself, they're not talked about too much. Sometimes the writer, it was Todd back then that these things were mentioned, but Todd would say the two Miss Krugers, and that would be Nellie and her sister. Her sister's name is Alice Irene, and sometimes she's just called Irene. And both of them are pretty interesting. They're like an interesting group because they just, I'm pretty sure neither of them married. They lived in a duplex that was meant to look like a single family home. So their older brother, I may have not been older, I don't know. Their brother had a house specifically built as a duplex, but to look like a single family home, and they lived in one side and the brother lived in the other side. And we have like pictures of that from a newspaper article, so that was pretty cool. That's all stuff, and it might just be my internet, so. Because I'm recording on my phone. I think I'm back. Did I freeze up for you guys? Or was it just me? I'm sorry you missed the beginning, Oreos and carrot sticks. I'm back. Okay, so I was gone. All right. I'm glad I caught that. Yeah, it was frozen for me too. I could see it on my phone, but I couldn't tell if it was just my phone. Yeah. All right, so I don't know what the last thing I was talking about was. That's what always happens when I freeze up. But I guess I'll keep going. If anyone remembers what the last thing I was saying was, you can let me know, but I never know how long I'm frozen. I'll just keep talking and have no idea. Okay, Edna had part of the day off. Oh, I was talking about, Nellie's house. Yeah, okay. So I was talking about how her brother built a duplex, but it was meant to look like a single family home. And the two sisters lived in one side, and then the brother and his family lived in the other. And they had like a connecting kitchen. And we had pictures of that from a newspaper article. That's what I was talking about. Okay, so Edna had part of the day off. I feel like I've read that half of the sentence many, many times, but it was so wet. She could not do much. I'm assuming he's talking about she couldn't do much on her house that they're building. Nellie came in the PM. Oh, I think I'm back. Oh, I think I'm back. Guys, I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry. It just keeps freezing up. I know I'm back now, but I'm probably going to go out again. I hate that. I hate just sitting here and watching it be frozen. Okay. I guess we'll just keep trucking through. It tends, I feel like when it's bad, it's like really bad. Oh, okay. There's so many noises right now too. I don't know if you guys can hear all that, but okay. I'm gonna keep going. I'm trying to watch on my phone to like see if it's frozen so I don't just keep talking to nobody, but okay. Was here for, I don't know what I'm typing, so hold on. Was here for supper. I like wrote supposed. Okay. Was here for supper, and then her and Edna went into CR, which is Cedar Rapids. That's funny, Deb. I'll wait. I'm not missing out. Yeah, I feel like every time I freeze up, we lose a bunch of people. Tell everyone in your house to get off. I know. I need to go tell them to turn the Alexa off. It's playing music downstairs. You missed last week. I posted the... Oh, we all missed last week, actually. Because I wasn't here. I was sick. I lost my voice. Okay, so Edna went into CR to the mortuary? Oh. Oh, I wonder if that's, maybe that's just, like a wake? You mean, oh, you missed it like you were longing for it. Me too. I was so sad that I couldn't come on. Alright, Edna went into CR and to the mortuary to see Henry Usher, and from there they were going to, I don't know what that says. I feel like it says ELY. ELY dot? I'm not sure what that could be. Maybe that's a town? Mr. Mitchell died. Oh, we've got another death. I think it's, yeah. Okay, so let me just check on my Discord. Okay, we have like more information about Henry. Cool. Okay. I try to catch these when you send them in, guys, but sometimes I miss them. So this is Henry's death certificate. Very cool. And then, let's see. Oh, interesting. Okay, hold on. He died of a cerebral hemorrhage, which is eventually what Todd dies of. Oh, there's an ELY, Iowa. Okay, so that must be what they're talking about. Okay, so next, there's one more thing I wanted to pull up. Hold on. The death certificate. Thanks. A couple of you sent the death certificate. We've got the Find a Grave page. Oh, Jen's got, the town of Eli? That's common, apparently. Okay. So, let's quickly just look up, let's do the same exact method for finding Mr. Mitchell. So, get rid of Henry, we'll type in Mitchell. We know the exact day, actually, but I don't know if you can put that in. Well, okay. Died on May 5th. This is probably him. Married Mary Henry in 1889. She died in 1931, survived by a brother. This is probably the Mr. Mitchell that we're talking about. Oh, it said Ely. Interesting. Ely. You live 40 minutes from a town called Ely in the UK. Oh, okay, so that's in the UK. I thought you were talking about Iowa. But it's probably similar. It's probably the same pronunciation. Or at least maybe it was, and now, after a long time, people have started to say it differently. I don't know. But, so this is probably our Mr. Mitchell. We don't have a picture of his grave or anything. But he's buried in Fairfax Cemetery. So why don't we just do this? 52 volunteers for this cemetery, so maybe we'll find it. Family Search would make your research so much easier. Yeah, I go on Family Search sometimes. I use Ancestry mostly. Right now I'm just using Find a Grave to quickly search, because I find that Ancestry is harder to search quickly. But I don't know, I think I'm so used to Ancestry that I find Family Search kind of difficult to use. Just because of the way when you search, it's just a bunch of records and you have to... I always try to find the... thanks, Jen. I always try to find the family tree, and sometimes it's not linked to that record, and I don't know. But I do use it for... Oh, the app. Okay, I could definitely download the app. Maybe it's a little bit easier to use. And then with Ancestry, I find the opposite. I hate the Ancestry app. I feel like you can't see anything. So, yeah, that would be cool. I didn't know they had an app, actually. Okay, so Alex J. Mitchell died at his home 5 miles west of Cedar Rapids on Highway 30 following a brief illness. He was born in 1856, married Mary Henry, surviving her one brother, member of the First United Presbyterian Church. The Turner Chapel. Okay, so the Turner Chapel, they talk about the Turner Mortuary. So that's probably what he was talking about when he said she went to the mortuary. You can search for an actual person on the app and it pulls up. Oh, okay, that's good to know. Yeah, the app, okay, I'll definitely download the app then. I find on the actual website, I don't know, I think it's just because I don't use it all the time. And when things are slightly different, it's hard to use sometimes. But, cool. Okay, so all of this stuff is saved in the Discord, so I will add these things into our slides later. So isn't that pretty cool? We just have Mr. Mitchell, and we figured out who he was pretty quickly. Okay. Saturday, May 6th. Usually we read through about a month on each live. I think that's been a good way to do it. Why would she just go to the mortuary and not just the funeral? I'm assuming that they were talking about the Turner Mortuary. I'm pretty sure they had the wake there or something. Because it does say in the obituary, it said the Turner Chapel. And I just know from the beginning of the diary and from our research that there's a Turner Mortuary. So I think they just called it I mean, it was obviously it was a mortuary, but I think it also was the place where they had the wakes. So they probably were going there for the wake. Cloudy and chilly. Todd did not go out any. But it does seem like, it sounds really morbid to say that she went to the mortuary. Like, in my mind, I'm picturing her, like, having to identify the body. That's what I thought this was going to. Nellie came out in the afternoon. Oh, in the PM. Like, translating here. And Edna and her mowed and raked the yard. Todd went to Walford. Walford is a town nearby where Todd used to work. I want to make sure I can see you guys. Okay, there we go. Todd went to Walford to get, sorry guys, okay, to get his hair cut. Drove the car. Ew. I went along. Oh, so is she saying that Todd drove? That's interesting. Do you think that's what she's saying? I feel like that's what she's saying, that Todd drove to Walford. Wonder if he has sick leave, pension, disability. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. He worked for the railroad for many, many years. So hopefully he was getting something. It seems like it doesn't seem like they're like out without any luck, because I don't think that Edna works, the wife. And they don't seem like, I mean, they need a lot of help from people in their, okay, I'm back. Gah. It's frozen. I hate this so much. Am I back yet? I think I'm back. Okay, I'm back. Oh my god. Okay. Sunday. Wait, no, someone asked me a question. Oh, someone told me that I had 2 eyes here. And that was, I was about to say, that's because the chat covers some of the words. So, hello everybody. Sorry I keep freezing. This hasn't happened in a long time. I feel like it hasn't happened since I was on my phone. It never froze for you. Oh, so you get to see me going, like by myself, just, that's good to know. I guess I should be more careful if I do freeze what I say. Alright, well, I'll keep going. It's always a bummer. I feel like it gets me out of the groove. Am I back? Yeah, me just going, blah, blah, blah. Am I back? I know I'm frozen. Quality will be automatically adjusted. I don't know what commercial that is. I don't even know if you can hear me. It looks like it's back, maybe. I feel like every time it comes back, it goes out again. This is awful. Thank you, Valentina. Make me feel better. I wonder if I should stop it and start it again. I should also probably make sure someone is not, like, using the internet. I feel like I'm using the internet a lot because I'm recording on my phone. Okay, well, I'll keep going. Last time we got, like, a good streak before it froze again, so. Okay, back. Whoever's diary this is, what is their age? This is Todd's diary, and he is, like, 61 or 62 at the time, and his wife is writing for him. And off the top of my head, I don't remember what her age is exactly. Thanks for sticking it out, guys, and staying with me, because it makes me sad when I'm frozen. And I can't do anything. I just sit here and, All right, we'll keep going. Painful, painful, painful. Yeah. Yep. Yes, she's writing for him, and it is very interesting because we didn't really know why at first, but then we put the pieces together that he had a cerebral hemorrhage the July before. He stopped writing, and then when it came back, it was his wife writing for him. As you were saying, diary day. Yeah, it was a hard last week without it. For me, too. I live with my family. I'm 26. It's going to be my first house. All right. Edna tried... Oh, I don't know if you're asking that because you were here before. Now I need to explain myself. I'm buying a house. So I don't know if that's what... Oh, tell them to stop. Yeah, I know. I can't tell. I can't hear if they're using the Alexa. My internet is really spotty, though. It was harder for me as I was out of the live for 2 weeks straight. I know you weren't here. Have I saved in a while? No, thank you. Live for 2 weeks straight. I know you weren't here. Have I saved in a while? No, thank you. We all have our jobs. I love it. Edna Senior and... Oh, yeah, they're the same age. You're right. Yeah, so they're both 62, 63. I'm not buying Todd's house now. You're 27, live with your family, can't afford a house around. It's been tough to find anything that we could afford right now. It sucks. I am frozen. Okay. My screen is moving. Now it's not. Oh my god. Oh, it's terrible. I don't know if we'll make it through the month of May. I'm here, okay. Maybe I'll just... I'm freezing, yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna keep going then. I should probably just keep going and stop talking because... I don't know how far we're gonna make it. Restart... I could restart the stream, but I don't know if that will really help. Maybe if it starts to get really, really bad. If I do freeze forever and then, like, drop off completely, I will restart it. I don't know if it'll help if I come off and come back on. But if it gets really, really bad, we'll try it. Okay? So if I go out and I'm nowhere to be found, just close it and I will restart one. I won't just leave you guys hanging. If you join the Discord, though, like, let's say it just completely craps the bed and I can't do it and it's not working, I will apologize in there. All right, Edna. Okay, this was wrong. Wait, okay, I was reading way ahead. So confusing when I have to keep stopping. Edna did not go to CR today. And actually, everyone in here who's in the Diary Detectives, you can be my voice. If I can't get this to work, I'll let you know in there and you can tell people. You can't get into the Discord. Well, I tried last time to make a new link. And it was working for people. It should be like an open link. It should be just... You click on it and you can join if you already have a Discord, but... You couldn't find me in forever? No, you're not stupid. Are you in the U.S.? Because some people who were out of the U.S. were... Oh, no. Did you just tell me you were in Canada? Was that you? Yes. I wonder if it's something to do with that. But I can put it on my list to make a new link. Sometime, maybe it says the link is not supposed to expire. Also, someone else was trying to get in and they couldn't, but they went to my Instagram. You had a hard time at first too. Someone went to my Instagram and got it to work. There's also my link tree is on the Instagram too. Or if you send me, how about this? If you send me your like Discord name and the little number at the end, I can add you. If you DM me on, I know I'm getting sidetracked. I'm trying to answer a question. If you DM me on Instagram or wherever you can, comment on something, I'll add you. Okay? Just tell me what your name is and your little number, hashtag thing, whatever. Okay, sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. Okay, she mowed yard. She mowed yard. Todd went out some after dinner. Okay. I'm going to... Oh, I think I'm back. I'm going to go tell the people in my house to stop using the internet. That's my last ditch effort. I will be right back. Alexa, stop. I'm trying to shut off any extra internet. All right. That's really all I can do. My dad's actually outside mowing the lawn, so yeah, Alexa, you're out. Did you hear me say it? That would be funny if you heard me. No one was even listening to it. It was just playing. I am connected by Wi-Fi. So maybe I need to be connected by a wire. And I was telling people in the beginning of this, I will be moving out soon. And I will be moving in with my boyfriend. And he is like great with technology, gamer. He will get me a setup that will not fail. So in a couple of weeks, I'll have a good setup. Normally, this is not this bad. Normally, we don't have as many frozen moments. But I really apologize. I try my best. Yeah, Ian will get me sorted. I was talking about how you were here, but I'll use this big monitor. It'll be great. I'll be wired directly into the wall. Yours is so bad. I'm used to it. Yeah, I'm like pretty used to it. It's just how it's always been. I basically live in the woods, but when I'm on a live, I'm like, oh my god. It's like way more painful than just waiting. Okay, tell them. You got in through Instagram. That's good. Can you hear me? Okay, if you can hear me, I'm going to restart the live. I'm restarting it, okay? I just told the people in my Diary Detectives to tell you that, but I think that you can hear me. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to exit out. I'm going to go... I'm on my phone. I'm so confused. I have too many things open. I'm going to stop it and start it again. Okay? So I think you'll probably have to go back to my page and join again. All right. It gets... Oh, okay. It gets worse as the trees grow. All right. Here I come. And... Hi, guys. Glad you're here. It's not showing up on my phone yet. There it is. I really don't know if it's going to work. But that would be dumb if it did. Because, like, what's the real problem here? Okay, I'm live. I'm going to keep going. Let's just try to make it through as much Common Forest Wi-Fi. Yeah, I know. Let's try to make it through as many entries as we can. I promise I'll stop getting sidetracked. And then maybe we'll check back in at, like, 8. And if it's really terrible, I'll just call it quits. But who knows? Maybe we're in the clear. So Monday, May 8th, temperature 42 degrees. I just feel really bad, especially because last time I was sick, so we couldn't do it last time. You ended up in another live. Got booted. All right, temperature 42 degrees, cloudy most all day. Todd did not go out very much. AJ Mitchell buried today. Okay, so if we would have just waited a couple of entries, we would have known more about Mr. Mitchell's name, but we didn't really need that much to find him, so. If I was just reading this diary and researching on my own, I probably would have transcribed a bunch of pages at once and then gone back to do the research, so that would have helped, but we didn't need it. That's the one good thing about Fairfax being such a small town. It's easy to find people. Okay, Frank, Ursa, Cloud, the garden. We know that Ursa, the Ursa family, is a neighboring family. Like, they have a 2 lives in one day. Lucky. God. In the Diary Detectives group, we found the Ursa family's farm. I don't know when I chopped out. This is terrible. I thought it was better. I'm gonna keep going. Edna planted, rebooting router can sometimes help refresh internet. Yes. The only thing is, in my house, sometimes that'll just be the end of it. Like, it will not come back. We have had, now that I'm thinking about it, the past few days, the internet has been weird. Like, it's been really good for a while, and then the past couple of days, we've had times where it just went out for a long time, and not just spotty. So maybe it is because the trees are growing back in, as someone had said that, but I don't have an Ethernet cord here. Because this is all new to me, so when I'm with Ian will get me all set up and I won't have these problems. But I don't even think my computer, like my laptop, has the capability to plug in an Ethernet cord. But Ian's does, so I will stream from his computer when we're all moved in. Alright, Edna planted the potatoes in the lot in one row in the small garden. Mrs. Seltzer called a while this evening. I can get a USB plug to Ethernet plug. Okay. You've had troubles with yours lately, especially on TikTok. TikTok. You're good though. Okay. Yeah, I feel like it's way more painful for me because I just sit here and I don't know what to do. It's stressful. But I should look into that, the USB Ethernet plug. Skywark, I don't know how to say your username. You must be a techie person, huh? Because you always have the technology suggestions for me. Can we assume by now that since Edna's writing that any mentions of Edna are referring to Edna Jr.? That's what I'm assuming. I don't know, because before it was very confusing, but now it seems like it's all from Edna, the wife's perspective, so I would say that, yeah. Get a docking station with Ethernet connection. And you can also plug your screens into it, yeah. This is all brand new to me, so I will figure it out. You guys are good. You guys are way more techie than I am. Mrs. Seltzer called a while this evening to show us some things Billy had sent. Billy is also part of the Seltzer family. Oh, it's Squawk Eye. Oh, okay. 90s kids. So, yeah, techie and nerdy. I'm also a 90s kid. It's funny because the thing I was saying while I froze was, I'm pretty good with technology. I'm frozen again, I think. I don't know. I was saying I am also a 90s kid, but a late 90s kid. But I'm pretty good with technology, but not, like, I've never streamed before or done any of that stuff, so. But I pick up on it pretty quickly. Yeah, I'm getting very frustrated. It's ridiculous. Alright, well, I'll just keep going. It's getting to the point where I'm forgetting what day we're on here. Billy is overseas right now. He may be, yeah. Maybe we could look that up. I'll put that on my list. Alright. In your eyes, I'm techie, yeah. I'll keep typing along. Okay. You guys are the true heroes, though, being here. Staying here. Wednesday. I can't even think right now. Oh, man. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Wednesday, May 10th. Edna. Oh, my God. finished planting potatoes and put in a lot of small garden. Oh, I guess that means like she put in a lot of the small garden. I was confused. Annie Rex 42 is Ian's grandma. By the way. So say hi to her. She's always in here. Very supportive, grandma. Okay, she had the forenoon off. Okay. And grandma, you're very tech savvy. Especially compared to my grandma. My grandma can't even get on Facebook. I shouldn't say that. That's mean. But like to be able to, like, I don't know, you're very techie. We have a diary, grandma. Yes, we do. Temperature 57. We went in to CR this afternoon to see Frances as she was going. Yes, this is still the Weatherman. This is the second diary we have of his. But it's his wife writing for him. So it's the Weatherman, but not totally. Okay, Frances, as she was going to have an operation. Oh my god. For gallstones. Saturday morning. So he got sick, and his wife started writing for him, and now it's kind of, as we've been continuing to read, it's been shifting from Todd's perspective to more of Edna's perspective. Yeah, the weather wife. The weather woman. So, what was I just gonna say? Frances. Frances is Todd's daughter-in-law. And she recently had an impacted wisdom tooth and had to have an operation on that. So this woman is like having some bad health-related luck here. Now she's got gallstones. But yeah, she was, a couple of times it mentioned how she had wisdom teeth issues. It will be sad when it ends, but curious to see what happens in the later diaries once he's passed. Yeah. Lots of dental visits. He actually hasn't talked about visiting the doctor himself in a while, which is interesting, because usually that's a more common occurrence. And then when this does end, I will be, of course, sad too. Hopefully we'll get some more answers before that happens. We still have quite a bit to read through, but I have other diaries lined up for after that, so we won't have any shortage of content. We'll move on to another story, but hopefully we'll be able to spend more, we'll be able to find out more before that happens. Is the rest of the diary pretty full until September? Yeah, I think so. I haven't read through it. I've skimmed through it, but I haven't seen any big stops in entries like the other one, so I'm pretty sure it goes all the way. We took Ma to see Blanche. Those are both relatives. And that's Edna's family, so Edna is saying Ma, because it's her mother. I have a picture of her, too. I'll finish this and then show a picture. Nellie took Edna to Mechanicsville. To a graduating exercise. Nellie is a teacher, so maybe it's something to do with that. And she was also a principal at a time. I'm not sure if it was this year. I love this so much. I've bought a few and have really enjoyed transcribing them all because of you. That's awesome. Yeah, in our Diary Detectives group, you should check it out, Audra, because I know you're in there already. But people have been bringing their diaries and sending pictures, and we've been helping transcribe them and research them together. So if you need any help, we're here for you. And of course, we all love the story too. We like to be able to share. We've got a diary from a couple diaries from the 1950s actually, belonging to a woman named Lillian. And then we've got an older one too, where we found some interesting things. couple of them. I'd love to. I'm just not sure how to do that. Well, I can help you with that if you want. I put ma twice. Thank you. All right. We've had a good stretch of no freezing. I shouldn't have even said it. Oh, I wanted to show the picture of Edna's mom. Hi, Jen. Where is she? Mrs. Gibson. We've got... Here's Mrs. Gibson. We've got a couple of pictures of Mrs. Gibson, actually. Let me zoom in. So, this is a picture I found on Ancestry. This is Edna's mother. And this is a older picture, like a, well, older picture, but younger. This is her when she was younger, I think. Maybe not. Maybe they're the same, but that's her in front of the hotel that they owned together. And I'm still trying to figure out who is in this picture of the hotel, because I'm pretty sure that Todd's in this picture. You can't see. Oh. You can't see Edna's mom? Maybe because of the comments. Show the Weatherman too. I don't have a picture of him, unfortunately. Yeah. I wish. That's like... That would be amazing if I could find one of him, but I haven't found a picture of him. I found pictures of some of his family members, his daughter, but none of Edna the wife, and none of Todd himself. You can't swipe pictures anymore? I mean, swipe comments away anymore? I didn't know that. There goes your techie credentials. No, TikTok is weird. TikTok doesn't count. They change everything all the time, too. Every single time I log in, like every week, when I log in on my computer to do this live, every time there's an update and a change, and I have to log in, and I can't figure out how to log in. It's stressful every time. And they change something about how it's set up, and nothing is saved. It's not just you. Yes, we need to find him. I agree. Trust me, I have not stopped trying since I started to read the diary. And yeah, Valentina, the Fairfax curse that's interfering. We have been in the diary detective group. We've been trying. We've been looking down every single avenue, like contacting the library, contacting Historical Society, contacting this person, that person, Facebook. Every single road we've taken has been a dead end. In some of the most frustrating ways, too. It would make things so much better to be able to see him. I agree. I need to quit teaching, get on Twitch, and the regular, and make it a full-time thing. You know what? I don't know. I kind of wish I went into this as a career, something like this, but not like streaming in particular, but, you know, archivists and transcribing things, but I love teaching too. But I would definitely make this a more regular thing if, like, I don't know, on Twitch if you can make money off of it, but that's the thing. Especially now that we're buying a house, we need money. Temperature 57. Frances had her operation. Oh, you went into settings and turned comments off. Then you can't see what people are saying, though, so it's kind of annoying. You just want to swipe them away for a few seconds, yeah. That's what I would say. Maybe they'll bring it back. They change things so often. Francis, well, I mean, if you can't get rid of the comments, I can always swap, like, I can put the diary page on the top of the screen and the Microsoft Word thing on the bottom of the screen, if that helps. I know, imagine how many searches we've all done to try to find a picture of Todd. I know. I would love to see the analytics for certain search terms. It's funny. Okay, Frances had her operation this AM. Lloyd called about 11 o'clock and said it was over. Edna mowed yard this evening, but the mower did not work good. Okay, so before, I had frozen when I was typing this other entry. I don't know if you guys actually even saw it, but she was trying to sharpen the blades of the mower, Edna was. And I don't remember because I was frozen, so I was like stressed out, but I don't think it worked. I think it said that she tried to, oh, here. Edna tried to sharpen the mower in the afternoon. I assume that means maybe it wasn't too successful. Because if it was, oh, now this is not working. Frozen. Still, oh, maybe I'm not frozen, but my computer's frozen. Couldn't preview file. Jeez. My internet is really bad. Okay. Not anymore. Thank you. The balloons make me feel better. Okay, Saturday, May 13th. A nice morning. I can't believe we're only on the 13th. I'm doing a lot more talking than usual now. Okay, a nice morning. Todd and I, so that's a period there. Todd and I drove over to Walford to get a tire fixed. Yeah, we're freezing more often. Yeah, that's true. It's probably why it's taking longer too. I forgot out from 5:12. Hold on. I'm not sure. Did I go the wrong way? Oh no. Oh god. Okay, we're on the 13th. Oh, okay, cool. Okay. Header operation. Lloyd called out. Oh, yep. Thank you. Tucker the turkey. Cute. Okay, a nice morning. Todd and I drove over to Walford to get a tire fixed. And the carburetor... How the heck do you spell carburetor? I don't think that Ed knows how to spell it. This is how she spelled it. Oh. Is that right? Oh my god, that's not how I would guess to spell it. Enjoy your pose. Very interesting. Oh, hi, Mark. That's my home inspector. That's awesome. Go follow Mark. It's embarrassing. Okay. Todd and I drove over to Walford to get a tire fixed. And the carburetor cleaned on mower. Yeah. Mark was awesome. If anyone in Massachusetts is looking for a home inspector, go with Mark. Okay. Edna went to see afternoon. Nellie came out in the evening with her. Alright, I'm gonna let it catch up. I just kept typing, I was frozen. So crazy. Okay. This is getting to not be as fun because it keeps freezing. Okay. Oh, this is a long one. Do you think we'll get through the long entry without freezing? Yeah, you could. You could definitely keep going. Okay. I'm gonna sacrifice my phone recording because maybe it's the fact that I'm streaming on here. I'm not streaming, but like watching the live. maybe that's what's too much for my internet. So I'll save the recording that I did so far, and then the rest of it I guess we'll just have without comments. Because I can't. This is like getting ridiculous. Okay, Todd was out and walked quite a little. Nellie here in the AM. And I promise, if you're new, it's not usually this bad. It used to be, but it's been a lot better. Yeah, I know. Let's hope it works, because we're losing the comments now on the recording, but whatever. Okay, Edna mowed the lawn and did other jobs around. Nellie came out in the evening, and the girls sprayed the apple trees. Lloyd phoned. So Somnia, I wonder if Nellie is actually their relative, like Edna's cousin maybe. I don't think so. Our theory is actually that Edna and Nellie are a couple. Yeah, that's why Valentina, her little smile. No, she's not. We think that Edna and Nellie, Edna Jr., were actually together. Because, I mean, there are a lot of reasons. We've kind of been researching that and trying to figure it out. But neither Edna nor Nellie married. They both lived out the rest of their lives single. They worked together at the bank. There are many newspaper articles linking them together at family events. In the next diary, which I haven't read through them, but I've flipped through enough to make sure that they are belonging to the same family. And Nellie is constantly at their house. Nellie is always there. So, like, staying over Edna's house every night. So, I mean, you saw you had the theory, but do you think the family could be so open to that? I don't know. Yeah, that's what, I mean, I'd like to think so. Back then, it really wasn't that common for people to be open to that. That's why I was not sure at first, but it seems to be that at least they are, yeah, Tori, I'll answer that question in a second, because it is confusing. But, it seems to be that they were open to it, or at least, like, kind of turned and pretended not to notice. I don't know. And that's, of course, that's a theory. Like, we don't know that for sure, but it's a theory. Yes, so, Tori, there's a wife, Edna, who is writing this now, and there's also a daughter, Edna. We have a picture of the daughter. Where is it? It's kind of confusing. It took us a while to figure that out, too, when we first started reading, because he would just say Edna, and then sometimes he'd say DTR Edna. We figured out that meant daughter Edna, so it all kind of came slowly. Family may have just thought they were spinster friends. Yeah, yep. Companions. Lloyd phoned out and said Francis was feeling much better. That's good. Leland and Mary Taylor and Pauline hold on, let me see if I can. Ryler called. Today I've been on for like an hour and a half, but I've been freezing a lot. So I have not gotten an hour and a half's worth of work done. It's been kind of painful. We seem to be doing okay right now, but my internet is very, very, very spotty today. I will record everything like I'm recording it, but I don't know how good the recording is going to be. Yeah, it could be on my phone. So you guys will have to let me know. I'm just going to keep going. I post the recordings on my YouTube page. I know, I shouldn't have talked about it. Literally, I just mentioned it and said, hey, we're doing okay. I need to stop. You can see my beautiful fingernails there. Okay. Riley. Okay, we'll say Pauline Riley because that does look right. Called in the afternoon. My computer is still saying, like, the internet keeps stopping Nice day, but rather warm. Jim Claflin. I can't tell if I'm frozen. Well, if I'm not frozen, Tori, I keep everything up to date on our website, which is linked in my bio, and on the YouTube. But there's also a Discord channel if you're on Discord. You set an alarm. I don't know if I don't know if you guys can even hear me. Okay, I'm just going to keep going. Jim Claflin worked on the lawnmower. And you can. Okay, good. Worked on the lawnmower and then took Todd to CR. Believe it or not, when I am frozen, I do usually see your comments that say frozen, 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 so that helps. Because when there's just nothing, it can be kind of like, I don't know what's going on. But, okay, I don't know if that says Claflin or not. Maybe I should put that in my list. Alright. Worked on the lawnmower and then took Todd to CR to get it welded. Edna planted garden and in the evening put in cabbage? I was writing cabbage, but yeah, cabbage and tomato plants, but that is not, hold on. Maybe the picture cut it off. May 15th. I think she ran out of room on the page and couldn't finish the word. Put in cabbage and tomato plants. Edna sowed alfalfa. Can't believe I read that word. When I first saw that, I was like, what the heck? Alfalfa. Like the Little Rascals. I was just talking about that movie the other day. Ian hasn't seen it. I used to watch it when I was little. And the reason, that's funny, because the reason I brought it up, I was remembering, was because I started singing, we've got $1, we've got $1, we've got $1, hey, 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 hey. And Ian did not. He laughed, but I was like, you don't know what that is, do you? And he didn't. Okay. Your favorite? Yeah. We used to watch that at my grandma's house all the time. That was one of the, like, VHS movies she had. We used to just watch the same ones over and over again. You think it's Claflin. You found a James Claflin obituary. Okay. Thank you. I think that's, okay, so that's what I have, so I will keep that. And if you want to send that to me, that obituary, if you want to send it to my Instagram, or, I mean, if it's on, let me see, what did you say it was on Find a Grave? Or just in Cedar Rapids? I could probably find it if it's in the Gazette. That isn't sand, it's kitty litter. Yeah, I could quote that. I love that movie. I was recently just trying to remember, because there's so many things like that, so many movies that from my childhood that I just forgot about. Like, they're in my brain, but they're so... Oh, you're on Discord. Sorry. Okay. Good, good, good. Thanks. I don't know everyone's handle on TikTok versus Discord, so sorry. Okay. So, what was I saying? Oh, I was just, like, thinking about all those old movies, and trying to look up clips of them, and I was watching some clips from the Little Rascals. Temperature 60 this AM, a real nice day. I James Fred Claflin. Oh, we have a picture. Wait. Yeah, so what were they doing? So he was working on the lawnmower. Cool. So he lived until 2006. I'm frozen? Okay. I will wait. Let me know when I'm back. I'm good? Okay. It stinks because I could just film this, right? But then I like the live quality of it, like getting to talk to you guys. That's what makes this fun. Yep, walked outside. Thank you. Temperature 55. Thank you. Temperature 55. I'm usually a little bit better at this when I'm not freezing every 2 seconds. I did a big washing today. Edna and Francis feeling some better. Okay. Another long one. I'm like usually so glad for long ones, but now I'm like, ugh. How many times is it gonna freeze while I'm reading this? We went to CR in the afternoon. Did a little shopping and then called at Murray's and from there we went to the hospital. Come on. To see Francis. Wonder what hospital. Lloyd was there. As he did not get to go to Chicago in the PM to make his rank and was not feeling well afterwards. I'm frozen. Okay. Frozen, frozen, frozen. Not frozen? Yes, frozen. I'm okay. All right. So he gave a pint of blood and he was not feeling well afterwards. So, Lloyd. Too many freezes. See you next week. Okay. Bye, Brad. Sorry. Sorry we lost you. I'm going to be out soon, too. All right. Afterwards, so Lloyd did not go, but went later. Lots of high water? Thanks, Deb. Alright, so poor Norman gave blood and was not feeling well. Okay, May 19th. Todd. Okay, good. A couple of you are staying. Good, good, good. Todd and I went to Walford. That's okay. I'm trying to record it, Allie, but we're having a lot of internet troubles today, so hopefully that works out. I got at least half of it on my phone, but I stopped it because I was thinking that might be contributing to my internet issues. And I think it was. Even though I'm still freezing a lot, I've been pretty good. It has been better than before. I shouldn't have said that. Todd and I went to Walford to get Jay... I'm gonna have to look in the actual diary for this because it's jinx. I know it's right now. It's gonna freeze. May 19th. It looks like BLAYLOCK. That's what it looks like from the actual diary. Unfortunately, that picture is taken at an angle and can't see it all. And Ben, this one I don't know. Stress. That's what I see. But it doesn't look quite right to me. S-T-U-S. Struzak, maybe? A-K. Yeah, I think it might be A-K. Because a lot of the names, too, around here that we've seen in the diaries end like that. They have a lot of those same letter combos. You think it's Struzak? Okay, we'll figure it out. Wait, what? To get the dead limb out. Oh, finish reading the sentence, Addie. To get the dead limb out of the tree. Oh. I made that way more interesting in my head. Okay, Nellie came out in the evening, and Edna and her put in some plants. And I think that says plants. It doesn't quite look right, but that's what it seems like it would say. And sprayed the cherry tree. They have a lot of fruit trees. It rained very hard. I know. Drove down to the creek to see the water after supper. I'm back. Okay. So basically, Nellie and Edna were spraying more trees, and the water is very high. Rained a lot at night. Thank you, Pat, for telling me when I'm back, and thank you for telling me when I'm frozen, everybody, because otherwise I have no clue. There's no indication except my computer will say, oh, internet's unstable, but it says that constantly, so. We're gonna finish, May. We're gonna battle. The computer is literally telling me I am offline. I'm back. Okay, I might end it. Unfortunately, I just said that I would read through May, but my computer, I don't even know if you can see me now, but my computer just said I was completely offline. Like it said nothing will load. So I think this is not gonna get any better. Sucks. Thank you for sticking it out with me. I think at a certain point we hit like a line where it's like not worth it anymore. Oh, I'm almost to 10,000 likes. Thanks. That's the most I've gotten in a while. One time we hit over 100,000. It was awesome. Yeah. Thank you. I think it's sometimes just better and less stressful to just stop it, because really, if I keep going and I'm freezing up like this, we're only getting like half of the entries, if that, anyways. So I think it would be better to do this on a time where I have actual internet access and I'm able to, I don't know, I'm not like in and out like this. But I'll still, as I always do, I'll still upload these onto the website. So if you missed it, if there were a couple of parts that I was frozen, you didn't see something that was written, I know, the longest 21 days yet. I agree. If you missed something, it will be on the website. Probably later today I'll add that, and we'll do some research in our research group. You can always join the free Discord or the Diary Detectives Discord. It's a Patreon group if you want more of this. We're constantly on that group like all day long. So if you feel like you really want more diary, you can join that. But yeah, I'll make some recap videos. I'll keep you guys up to date as much as possible. I will be, let me check my calendar because I don't think I can do next Tuesday. I think it's going to be next Wednesday. What is the date today? It's the 30th. Yeah, so my class starts next Tuesday. So I can do, I'm going to, I can't do next Wednesday actually. Next Monday? Next Monday. Next Monday at 6:30. does it feel like I think I'm good. I think that's fine. Next week is kind of busy. So, I'll go on my TikTok in a second and make Monday is pottery. Well, I only have Monday or Friday next week. And Friday, I don't really feel like doing this. I think I'm not actually busy on Friday. I don't know. If Friday works better for everybody, I can do that. But I think I'm gonna just do Monday, and I'll record it. Hopefully the internet will be way better. And yeah, okay. Not every Monday. No, I won't be doing every Monday probably. My class is gonna be on Tuesday and Thursdays, but I'll be much more open with my schedule because I'm a teacher and it's gonna be summer vacation. So I'll do Monday next week. It's gonna be a little bit like back and forth for a bit. But I'll do Monday next week, and then from then on, it'll probably be Wednesday. All right? Maybe I'll be doing more than one during the weeks of summer. We'll see. I'll go on my page right when I close this and make a register link. It really helps if you register, because I think that tells TikTok that you want to, that you're interested, and it will show my videos to you guys, and it will show a notification when I go live. So you should definitely, if you want to be there, register for it. But I'm probably going to close this off now. I hope everyone has a good night. Sorry, it was kind of painful. But thanks for being here. And I'll try to upload whatever I got. Bye, everybody. See you next week. See you Monday. It's not that long, actually. Bye-bye.